Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name's Jess, and today I wanted to do a little DIY video. So I've been seeing on Pinterest so many like really cute embroidery designs. I really want to try this, so I didn't even have like an embroidery hoop. I looked up on YouTube how to like make a DIY embroidery hoop. I'll have the video that I watched down below, so I did make it. And it came out perfect. I had no issue with it. I'll tell you guys basically like how I did it, how I made the embroidery hoop. If I were to do a lot of these in the future, maybe I would consider purchasing one, but I just wanted to try this for the first time. I had so much string. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I used to make friendship bracelets, I don't know, elementary school, middle school, all that. So I've had this for years in my house. So I had all this string, so I was like, I'm gonna try to do something with it so it doesn't just sit there forever. So this is how the shirt ended up coming out. I had this plain white like cropped tee and I had two of them, so I was like, let me embroider one and just see how it goes, and it ended up coming out so cute. I literally love it so much. And just kind of show you a little like time lapse of me stitching it all. I'll do a little try on at the end of the video. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I do this little DIY floral embroidery, then please keep watching. So to start with the DIY embroidery hoop, I'm going to be using an old plastic soup container actually, and I'm just going to be taking the lid here and using a pocket knife to separate the outer part of the rim from the center. So I'm just removing that piece, and now I have the top of my embroidery hoop. As you can see, it fits perfectly onto the base of the container, and I'm just taking my pocket knife and slicing the bottom of the container into a shorter piece. And before I attach the embroidery hoop, I want to sketch out my design and plan that. So I just found this cute little floral design on Pinterest, so I'm just sketching that out here really lightly. And yeah, I did try sketching a different design and I erased it. That's why you see those little smudge marks there. And now I'm just going to be picking my threads. Here are all my threads and my hoop. So I'm going to be taking the bottom of the hoop and placing it inside the shirt and just lining it up so that my design falls into the center of that. And once I have it secure, I'm just going to take the top of the container lid and just place that down and lock it into the bottom. So I thought this hack was absolutely amazing and it worked perfect. I didn't have any issues with this at all. It wasn't falling out. I didn't have to constantly fix it. So definitely a really good DIY embroidery hoop hack. One thing I wanted to add in the beginning of the video that I forgot to say was probably go ahead and purchase that interfacing fabric, which is a stabilizer. I didn't do this and thankfully it still came out pretty good. This is going to help like secure your embroidery better, and I think it helps like protect the fabric a bit as well. So this is something you could purchase at like your local fabric store. I didn't have any issues without using the stabilizer, but I don't think it's a bad idea to go ahead and use it just to be cautious. And yeah, back to the video. So basically I have my piece of thread here. You want to take more than you would think you'd need. So I'm gonna take a pretty decent length amount. So I just have my little thread here. So here's our thread up close, and as you can see, it's composed of like smaller threads. So I'm just gonna break this into two sections of 3. And if you just slowly pull, it should not really get too tangled. You might have to untangle it a little bit. Okay, so now I have 2 sets of like 3 strand embroidery floss, and that's what I'm gonna be used to making the stem. I'm just gonna put the other one aside in case I need more. This is my needle I'm gonna be using. So I'm just gonna thread it, and this can be a little bit tricky because it is really small. So I threaded the string through the needle, and I just have it like double plied here essentially. And now I'm just going to knot it up. So I just like to wrap it around my finger, and just going to do a nice secure knot with that. So for the stem, I'm going to do a really simple back stitch. So to do the back stitch, I'm just going to bring my needle up a short distance past the previous stitch I did. And this is going to start the next stitch. And I'm just going to repeat this process until I've completed the length of the stem. And it forms a nice connected dotted line. And then I'm just making sure I knot that off in the back just to make it all secure. So I'm just going to continue on and just finish the stems here. So I already started doing some of the flowers, but I just wanted to show you guys up close of me doing one of the flowers. Sorry it's a little bit out of focus, but I think you can still see that I start from the center of the flower and just bring it to the outside of the petal I drew, and I just repeat this process over and over until I'm happy with the look of the petal. I actually found this very easy to do. It was just pretty time consuming. And I just continued the same concept for these longer blue flowers I did. So I just completed the embroidery and I'm going to remove my embroidery hoop. It came off super easy. I'm just attaching the top. And now removing the bottom piece from the inside of the shirt, and it's all done. I think it came out so nice, and I'm going to do a little try on for you guys.
Ryan Little.
Okay everyone, so that is it for the video, and here was the little try on. So I hope you guys all enjoyed, and this was really fun. It definitely took a while. I probably put a solid like 2 to 3 hours into this, but I was filming it and I was figuring it out along the way. So I think if I did it again, I could probably do it in honestly like an hour, hour and a half for this design if I just worked straight through without stopping. But yeah, I think for my first time like ever doing this, it came out pretty good and I'm happy with it. And yeah, it just kind of spices up like bland clothing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video.